100,000 in 3 months. How did you get there?
But up in a code where you, as a woman, you don't use social media, you're a woman, you don't talk, you don't show yourself. Just be beautiful and marry and get kids. And that wasn't the case for me. I left the code and started with social media.
Now, how did you do the shift from like posing and everything beautiful to like, I want to talk about?
Always had the intention, I need to make money. And one day that intention changed. I told myself, even if I'm losing all of my followers, I'm gonna be
3 jobs at the same time. And you said, now I am free. What does that mean? You're working the whole day. How are you free?
I worked all day. 11 p.m. I made one video for that day. Recorded it, I cut it, I posted it, and I went live for 2-3 hours. And then went next day to work.
This is how you structured your day. So like, I'm free. I'm free. Social media equals influencing. I never see you promote any brand.
You're a billboard. Companies are always trying to pay you less and less and less.
What if I'm like a very private person? I don't want to talk about myself. No personal brand, no social media, no experience. Where is the first place to start?
First step would be...
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode. If you are new, salam, my name is Sina. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Today we have a very special guest on my podcast. We've known each other from both of us starting out. And I wanted you to learn a little bit about her, how her journey went, all around social media and making a business from what you're good at and turning a social media audience into something that can get you paid for being who you are. So welcome, Mia.
Hi. I'm here in the world-known podcast. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. And I know usually we speak in German.
Yes.
So if anyone wants to hear a conversation in German, they can come to your channel as well.
Yeah, of course.
If you want to hear me speaking in German, because I never do that. First of all, I want everyone to know where you started, because I think your social media journey was one that people would, they see you online and they think, oh, she's like this normal influencer, she's beautiful, mashallah, she's like creating content, she's getting tons of likes and views and everything. But you started from not being on social media at all in the beginning. And I want to tell us a little bit about the personal reasons, like how you got into social media, because your journey is very different from what people would like expect it to be.
Yes, I expected it also. I'm beautiful. It should be easy for me to get followers and get views, but that wasn't the case. I grew up in a cult where...
First of all, okay, this is like a sentence. Just like you just dropped the bomb. Okay, you grew up in a cult.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I grew up in a cult where you, as a woman especially, you don't talk. You just be beautiful and marry and get kids, and I'm happy for everyone who wants to do that. That wasn't the case for me. And in that time when I grew up, I'm that old, yeah. The internet arose and started.
We still had computer rooms.
Yeah, we had computer rooms. So I'm that old. And they told us that the internet and social media, when this started, is evil and we can't use it and that's not for us. And of course, I didn't care about that and tried to find a way. So I went to the computer room and paid $1 to be there and to use it and to understand it. But I came from that place that you don't use social media, you're a woman, you don't talk, you don't show yourself. But something inside of me always thought that's not the case for me. I need something different. And so I left the cult and started with social media and did everything wrong.
Okay. So let's start at this moment where you said, like, I think this is something for me. What made you think, like, I think, there's something more for me to explore?
I'm sure you saw that. The girls that make money with just posting beautiful photos of them, and you think of yourself, I can do that. If she can do that, I can do that too. And I had that feeling like, I know how I look like. It should be easy for me. So I did the same thing that they did, and it doesn't work for me at all. So I knew I had to find a way to get reach, to make money. But this was my first intention, to make money. And as long as I had the intention to make money, I didn't make any money.
If your goal is not to be broke, you gotta be broke. Because like what do you always say? Like you don't hear the nut, like you just see it. Broke. Broke. So when you say, so I want to know a little bit about like how you started, right? Because what I would always talk about is when I first started building a personal brand, that's the advice you hear, right? If you're beautiful, just show yourself on social media, get tons of likes. And you see a bunch of people do the same. So what did you try and what didn't work?
So I tried the usual, like posing and making pictures. It was the 2000s, so I had a sock bun and a book and the Tumblr face, I did all of these pictures. And I can prove that it doesn't work just showing your face, just being beautiful and don't talk. And till this day, I don't know what these girls did. Other than me, I don't know, but it wasn't for me. And I think that was, a sign of God. Girl, you have to tell the people something. You're not getting the reach by being beautiful. Tell the people what you have to tell them.
Yes. So when that happened, I think this is around the time that we got to know each other.
Yes.
And I saw your transition and wow, it was so fast, so shocking and so inspiring, honestly. And that's why I wanted everyone to know a little bit more about, like, if you see all these like beautiful faces on social media. And also I think one of the things, and I want to talk about this in a little bit, is that social media equals influencing, right? Influencing. And so I never see you promote any brand on your social media. You have what, 200,000 on Instagram? You have like over 500,000 on TikTok. Tell me about this moment when you decided, like, oh, I have to share something with people. Now, okay, what are you going to share? What are you going to share? What now? You go from posing to?
So the good part is, because of all the posing, I knew all the tools you need to make a video long and people are watching it and make it interesting for people too. But I always had the intention, I need to make money. And one day that intention changed. I think I had like three friends, girls, beautiful women, intelligent. All of them called me one day and cried about a man who didn't look at their story or didn't respond, and he's playing PlayStation with other and blah, blah, blah. And on that day, I thought to myself, like, they have so much potential. They are so beautiful, so intelligent, but don't know how to sell themselves, how to present themselves, how to establish a worth for themselves. And on that day, I told myself, even if I'm losing all of my followers, I had 10,000 in that time.
It's a lot for a lot of people.
Even if I'm losing them, even if people are never gonna see me again, unfollow me, if I reach 1 or 2 girls and can help them with the content I do, I'm gonna be happy. And I made in 30 days 100,000 followers.
Wow.
Just because the intention changed.
Yeah. So I want to know how you got there, because you can have like all the like dreams that you have in the world, and then you grow up in a cult.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to that. How did you get like mentally, because you were in the cult for how long?
24 years.
Okay. That's more of your life than you've lived.
I'm 25 now. I'm 31 now.
So how, like, mindset wise, how did you get out of this idea of I'm controlled and everything is like very, and you don't have to be in a cult to understand that feeling of being like controlled and being told like, just be quiet, like don't share too much, don't like show yourself online. How did you get over that mentally? How did you make that shift?
It's kind of, you show a little baby a lollipop, and then you don't give it to him, and he wants it even more. That was my lollipop.
Social media?
Social media.
Okay.
Because they always told me it's not possible, you can't do it, you can't do this, a lot of things you can't do.
Yeah.
And for me, getting out of the cold was stressful, but so relieving. I was free. The first time in my life I was free. And I said to me, there's not going to be any limits anymore. And that's why I started, why I began, because I thought, hey, I want to do this. Yeah. I'm free now, so I'm going to do this. That's it. So social media was my lollipop.
Yeah.
And they tried to take it away from me. And for me, it was my sign, as a woman, I can do what I want and nobody can stop me.
Okay, but this sounds like you had a lot of money set on the side and now you're like free and you can do social media.
Yeah, I came off the cold and I had $1 million to start.
Like, how did you have that all that time? Other people have to work, right?
Yes. Okay, I don't know where the sassiness comes from. I had to work like other people. I have 2-3 jobs at the same time. So I tried different things to make money. And
like what?
Like I was in, I worked for a car dealership.
Okay.
At the same time, I worked for in sales as a closer, and at the same time, I worked in a kitchen and cleaned dishes in the kitchen. So that.
And this is what I wanted people to hear. Okay. Because you had 3 jobs at the same time, and you said, now I am free.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You're working the whole day. How are you free?
I was free to work wherever I want, how I want, with whom I want, and make how much money I want. That was my free. Because for me, that was not normal. I never had the chance to. I was married, and you stay at home, and you cook, and you clean. But I wanted to work. I wanted to live my life and make failures and start things and try it out. That's human. Yeah.
And so I hear this a lot, right? I need structure, right? Even if I'm like, oh, I have 9 to 5, now I want to leave it and have my business. You had structure for 24 years of your life, and then suddenly you're free, a bunch of jobs. Do this on the side or full time. Like, don't you need the structure? Don't you need kind of someone to...
I hate structure. That's absolutely not my thing. I mean, I see you and how you make your content and everything's so perfect, and you are structured, and I'm like, no, not at all. When I started at that point, when I changed my attention, I worked all day, and I know 11 p.m. I made 1 video for that day. I recorded it, I cut it, I posted it, and I went live for 2-3 hours.
Wow.
Like till 2 a.m. on TikTok, and then went next day to work. And I didn't have the time to make like 3, 4, 5 videos a day, but I knew I'm gonna make this video, even if I'm sad or hungry or depressive. I don't care. I'm gonna make this video, and I'm going live. And the live part was the hardest part, because you have to be full energy and entertain the people on that live. But this was my secret sauce, to not post, to let people see what's behind that post and the girl behind it.
Okay, so number one, I think this is very, very important for people to know. Like, this is how you structured your day. So like, I'm free. I'm free to do whatever I want. You filled your time with the things that you needed to do to survive. 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Who here has 3 jobs and says, I am free? And then you took the little time you had to go all in. How long did you do this for?
Maybe 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, for 3 months I did this every day, posting live. On the weekends I tried to improve my videos. I know some days I was like 6 hours sitting on the ground and trying to make my feet cohesive and look good, because I had no idea how to make that. So I tried things out on a weekend, so my videos get better and better. I watched other people's videos and watched what are they doing and what can I implement for myself. I had no free time at all.
Yeah.
All my thinking, all my doing was about social media, videos, content, my why, helping people. That's it. And for 3 months. And after that, I was financially free.
See, and I think this is what people don't understand, the delayed gratification. It's like when people ask me a lot, like, what do you do in your free time? I don't have any hobbies. Like, literally, there's nothing that I can tell you that I do in my free time, because every time that I have, I want to put back into the business, right?
Yeah.
And you did this for 3 months straight. I need to like repeat this over and over. 3 jobs, doing this until 2 a.m., using your weekends. And now I want to know a little bit more about the strategy around it. So you started on TikTok, but you already had an audience on Instagram. Now, how did you do the shift from like posing and everything beautiful to like, now I do something that, I want to talk about?
TikTok was my safe space. On Instagram, there are people who know me since high school and look what I do, and some colleagues. And I didn't have any followers on TikTok, but I thought nobody's going to see me on TikTok. On Instagram, they are going to see me and judge me. That's why I started with TikTok. I had this feeling of I'm free again on TikTok to do whatever I want, because I'm just one of many. And I didn't think that it's going to blow up like this. I thought I'm just going to help 2 girls in the world, and that's it.
Your 3 friends that are waiting for the text to come back.
I did it for them until this day. I'm just doing it for that one girl who needs my help. And so I started with TikTok and made the videos. And I think a month later, I thought to myself, so who cares about whoever was with me in school?
Yeah.
And just post the same videos I did on TikTok on Instagram and get the reach there also.
Okay, so how did you come up with the content in the first place?
I wanted to do sales content,
Yes,
how to
I remember.
close and how to help women to close. And I started with that, and I saw the people aren't ready for it. For closing and sales, you need communication skills, how to articulate yourself. That's what you need. But it started with the basics, like don't say but. Say something different. Yes. Like instead of this, say this. And for me, I'm very forward. So I did videos where I said, instead of this, say this. Yeah. And that's it. That was all my content. Until this day, say this instead of this is my, how do you say it? It's
your brand. It's your signature.
My brand, yeah. Even my book is called.
That's exactly.
Instead of this.
Yeah. Okay, so now you made this for like this one woman that needed to like shift her confidence. But didn't you overthink like what kind of... So you're like saying, okay, sales is too high level, communication. And then from communication to like the exact words you say. Also, your videos are not like a minute long each, right? They're, 20 seconds?
20 seconds,
How did you make the shift where you say like, this is now my signature? Did you come up like you had a day and you're like, okay, I think I found like this thing and this is going to be my thing forever? Or did you just like try a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, it's trying a bunch of stuff. It's knowing the tools and secrets behind videos. I know what people get to watch it again and again and again. And it's, I'm sorry I have to say it, don't give a fuck. Just post it. For me, it was no problem if nobody would see my videos. I just wanted to get the content out, help that one woman, and make the next and the next and the next. I never looked at my reach or my followers. Till this day, I don't know how many followers I have. I'm not looking at the numbers. I don't care about the numbers. I just care about how can I make a better video and better video.
So instead of like looking at like, this is the goal, like the entire staircase to get there.
I have no structure.
You just like looking at one step at a time.
Yeah, just one video.
Okay, so let's go now into like, I want to do the same, right?
Yeah.
I want to go on social media. What do I do first?
Find your why. That's what I always say. You need a why. You need to know why you do the videos, for whom you do the videos, and what inspires you. Because nobody is gonna be motivated all the time, but we're gonna be inspired all the time. And when you're inspired, the people can feel it. I know how many people are making the videos, and I can see that they try to make money. Okay, I have the feeling now. I see this urge and fear, and they want to get out of their job, and they're making content for that, for themselves. But when you have your why, and your why has to help other people in that case, you feel it. You can't mimic that.
So how do you find your why? Let's get to the point.
Give me concrete points. So, the first thing is, what is the thing you can talk for hours about? When somebody asks you, you can't stop. They have to get you out of the room to stop you. That's your first thing. And now you can ask yourself, how can I help people in that field? Whatever it is, it's sport or food or sleeping. I tell people tell me, I'm
passionate about sleeping. I got the same comment on a post. I was like, I don't know how to answer this.
Yeah, you can make content about sleeping. Okay. There's a market for people who don't know how to sleep.
That's true. So, but how do you then see? This is the
roller.
How do you then make money from that? Because at the end of the day, right, you have 3 jobs, and you're working on social media not just to. At the end of the day, you wanted to make money, right? Okay, but your first intention wasn't, I need to make money, because, alhamdulillah, you had your 3 jobs that were providing. Okay, so if I want to find my why, I just think about these questions. I don't think about how I want to like make money later.
No.
Okay.
You want to hear more? She's like,
tell me why.
No, because I never saw one person who has all planned out before they started, and it worked out how they planned it. So don't do it. Just do what you want. Speak about the things you like, and you will see what the people like, and then give them more of them. And then when you have the reach, you can think about, okay, how can I monetize it? Can I make a course, an ebook? Can I do cooperation with products that are in that niche? There are so many things, but don't try it at the beginning. You're not going to find the right way, because then you're always thinking about, how can I make money?
And you can feel it through the content. Okay, so let's go into the concrete things that you did with video, because you mentioned video. You only talk about videos. There's no posts, text.
No.
Okay, why?
Instagram, TikTok, Shorts, and Pinterest gives more reach to videos, so I'm making more videos.
Okay, easy. Now, what if I'm not good at videos?
I don't care.
How can I get good?
It's just about trying, because it's not. All people think they have to sit down and put their camera and talk into the camera and have a teleprompter and read what is it.
Okay, you're like calling me out right now.
A lot of people think that's the normal and that's how you get reach, especially when you're a coach or something. You think that's the way to show your expertise. But there are so many different ways out there, and you have to try all of them. For some people, it's good to talk in the camera. For some people, it's to pretend they are in a podcast, and they're not. Just put the mic and the camera and pretend someone is asking you something. Then there are vlog styles, there are these quote videos, so many things, and you have to try all of them till one works, and then you do more of that.
You just repeat.
Okay,
so now you are the TikTok expert, right?
Yes.
100,000 in 3 months. How did you get there?
I don't know. I just made the videos. I didn't care at all on how to get followers or anything. I just cared about the video and how can I make the next video better and better and better. Because the algorithms for Instagram and TikTok is, do the people watch your whole video? If they do it, you get more reach. So the only question I have to ask myself is, how can I make the people watch the whole video again and again and again?
Okay, and how?
First, you need a very good hook.
Okay, what is a hook?
It's the first 2 3 seconds of your video. And when they are boring and you need to be able to tell yourself, I'm boring, nobody's gonna watch that. Because in 1 second, they decide if they want to watch the whole video or not. And the video starts with, hey guys, oh, sorry, I have a pimple. I don't want to see you, my pimple. Get to the point. What do you want to say? Say it in the first second.
Okay, hook. So what are your like top 3 tips to get a good hook?
Talk about problems.
Okay.
There's a difference between 3 breakfasts you need to be healthier, or this is what you eat and it makes you sick.
Like if you say your passion, your why is sleeping, right?
Sleeping.
Give me some examples of sleeping hooks.
Yeah, a bad hook could be, this is how you can sleep better. It sounds like a commercial
yes.
on TV. Nobody wants to see this.
Yeah.
But instead say, you have the problem to fall asleep. Here's what you're doing wrong the whole day. Or here's how you can stop the negative thoughts you have before you sleep. Or
specific.
A hook is, you're thinking negative before you sleep and you can't sleep. Here's what you can do. That's
nice.
Just a small difference.
Yeah.
But
you're awake until 3 a.m. like scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah.
You want to fall asleep on time. Yes. Nice. Okay, so problems.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the hook. What else makes people watch the entire video? Because I'm like, I can have a good hook and then I can babble along for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Seconds ideally. Oh, God. Yeah. So what else?
The most important is to talk about you, not about what the people should do.
Okay. Because no one likes teachers.
No one likes teachers. What I mean is the same with the hook. Here are 3 things to sleep better: drink water, close the windows or open the windows. I don't know. I'm not a sleeping coach.
So you're not saying this is what you're doing wrong and then you give 1, 2, 3.
No.
Okay, what are you doing
I'm
instead?
talking about myself.
Okay.
So I say, you're not falling asleep. I had a problem. I had a problem. I did this and this, and I found a way. I did this. That's the whole video.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if I'm like a very private person? I don't want to talk about myself.
You don't need to talk about your life or your family, your kids, your money. Just talk about your why. It's a simple thing like, hey, I can't sleep. My problem was that I watched TikToks 3 hours before sleeping, and here is a way that I changed my sleeping TikTok habit. You don't need to talk about the problems you're thinking about before you go to sleep, or the reason why you watch TikTok as you cope some things in your life.
Yeah.
That's not important. It's just the little things that give me as a viewer the feeling of, oh, she can understand me.
Yeah. Okay, and then one thing that I always admired about you is you don't care about looking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. So explain.
I saw that looking stupid and making fun of myself is giving me more views. And so I implemented it in my videos. I saw the videos where I didn't cut the out had more reach. So I left them in the videos, and I intentionally looked for things I can put in this video that makes people laugh. And that gives, again, the viewer the feeling of, oh, I like this person. She's not perfect.
Yes.
I don't want to see the teacher, the perfect girl, because we see a lot of them and we are used to it. We want to see the unperfect side.
Yeah.
And my unperfect side is I make silly faces in real life. That's my thing. So I left it in the video.
Yeah. So I know this question is going to come, and I always get this question as well, is how do you make fun of yourself? And you're like, yourself online without seeming unprofessional. And I think that that's a good segue into how do you turn your social media presence into a business? Because at the end of the day, if I'm making fun of myself and like clients see it, what if they don't want to work with me?
Then they're not your clients.
Okay.
It's so easy. I mean, we are not in the 1950s anymore.
Yeah.
Weird. We laugh in our profession. We are silly when we talk to our colleagues or clients. We make fun with them in normal life.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we still have this feeling of we need to be professional.
Yes.
Every has to be in. No, because in normal life we're not like this. And the clients want to see how you are and how it is to work with you. And most of the clients are going to book you because you are silly and making fun and show yourself. Because there are 100 other who are in the structured way. who
Boring.
Okay, I said boring. Nobody wants to work with them.
But honestly, this is one of the things that you need to overcome yourself. Like
Yes.
you mentioned like teleprompter and like writing everything down. Do you write every single sentence that you say in a video down and then you just say it to the camera?
No, in that time I writing it down, I can just say it in the camera.
Nice. I think the same concept that you're talking about, like silly and like showing your quirks and what's like fun with working with you. It's the same reason why I build personal brands around purpose, like showing who you are, telling companies like, I don't want to work with companies who are doing this, that, or I want to stand for this, that. Like even if it's like sustainability, like diversity, if you're showing yourself, for instance, like a lot of people ask me, how are you successful with a headscarf? I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, how do you get a job? How do you find brands that want to work with you? I said, because of my online presence, because I am already myself. So companies are not going to be like, we don't like her headscarf. We should hire her and ask her to remove her headscarf. Like it's a filter, right? So if you're saying my fun, like making fun and like being myself is a filter for getting the clients that you actually are excited to work with, it's the same. If I show my boundaries, that's a filter for the right companies to come and work with me. So I want to now talk about business, turning it into business, because a lot of people think social media is just there to become an influencer, right? I have a social media presence, I get tons of views, and now I promote other brands. Okay. Is that what you do? Is that what you do?
It can be. So we are living in a time where reach is money.
Yeah.
Whenever you have reach and you need money, just turn the reach into money.
Yeah.
And the easiest and fastest way is through cooperation with other products and companies. Just they paying you for your reach. That's it.
Yeah.
But.
And that's a huge but.
There's a huge. I said but. But the problem is you have the reach you can use for yourself, and it's giving away for a fraction of the money you can make when you use it for yourself.
Explain.
Okay. So when you're an expert in your field, you're a doctor or in whatever field you are.
HR. Like skincare expert.
Yeah. Whatever. And you use your reach for yourself, it means that 100% of the money you make goes to you and not to someone else. Because when you just make it for corporation, you're a billboard. Yeah. You're just a billboard with very good reach, and that's it. And yet they are not paying you enough. Companies are always trying to pay you less and less and less. Yeah. And the money you're worth when you have the right reach with so many female audience in that age and that countries and so on, that's a lot of money worth. But the companies are trying to hide it from you and give you less and less and less. And you, when you're not in that industry, you don't know, and you do it for like $200 or $300, but you're worth 3,000, 4,000, and even more when 10,000 people see your product. Yeah. And they buy from you, you will make 100K. Yeah.
So how do you then turn your social media presence into a business? Let's say I'm a skincare expert and I talk about, well, I talk about like healthy skin. I talk about like the stuff that I do in my own kitchen. Now, do I need to create products and sell them, or?
Yeah, if I want.
Okay.
There's no right way.
Okay.
And for me, it's also, I never can tell someone what they have to do. The things are coming. You just need to be open for it. People are going to ask you, your little butterflies are going to ask you, oh, I want that skincare. Or they're going to ask you, what do you eat for your skin? Or what is your routine? There are so many different things. And at every part, you can make money. You can have your product, or you make a course, a video, a club about the daily routine.
Yes.
Or a health nutrition course, or ebook, or webinars. There's so many things you can do for the people, and you just wait for the butterflies to ask you what they need.
Okay. So you build your garden, you build your personal brand, the butterflies come, and then they tell you exactly what products to create. So you're not coming up with like, oh, I think you need this. Okay. This is the whole, even if it's the skincare, this is the whole story I had the other day. I told you I needed to get some skincare, and I went to Watson's in the mall. And I went in and I said, I want a moisturizer. And she said, you need hyaluronic acid. I said, I need whatever. And she's like, you have like red skin. And this is like the epitome of bad selling. Don't give someone something that you think they need. Give something what they want, something that they want. So if they tell you like, I don't care what products you're using, I want to know what you eat for breakfast. Do that.
Give them that.
Give them that. Okay, so now I have a question. You said earlier, if you create content with the intention of making money, then I will feel it and I won't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Right. But if you have something to sell, obviously you want to make money. So how do you sell with your content without sounding like a salesperson?
Yeah, it's the worst part. And someone is like, hey, here's my course. In module 1, you get this. And module 2, you get this. And 3, nobody cares about the model. It's human psychology. We don't want to hear about the solution. We want to hear about the problem. And when you know how to explain the problem better than me, I'm going to buy it from you. So that's just like the video hook.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a trick about, think of the problem your viewers or your clients have, and talk about the problems, and they are going to come from themselves and ask for, because that's the main goal, not to go and shove the product in their face and say, buy it. Yeah. Create the content around so they ask you, what are you doing? I have my clients in my social media course that they even don't tell the people how they make money, what they can buy. Yeah. Never in the videos. Yeah. Just talk about the problem, and the DMs are full. We have Hannah, she has like 50 DMs a day. Wow. From people asking her about her products, what she's selling, they want to buy from her. Yeah. And that's the most important. Let the butterflies come to you. That's it. They're gonna come and ask you how you make money, or how do you do this, and give them what they need.
Okay, so how do you go then from there? So you have people in your DMs asking you, what do you do? And then?
And then I show them all the things I have.
Okay.
And they can choose what they want, because it's a garden full of flowers. Yes. Of course, I have webinars and things to directly help the people to get into that course or that course, mentorship or anything else. But it's the same thing. I just tell, here's the problem you have. This mentorship could help you. That's it. I don't tell them how they click, where they go, what to do. They're going to ask me, oh, I want to. How can I be with you?
Okay. So you have very interesting products. Okay. So you have a social media course, obviously. We're talking about social media. And that's kind of like the low-hanging fruit. Like, I can see you grow. I want to learn how to do it. But then you also have things like a femininity course, an elegance course, an instead of saying course, a manifestation course. So how do you find products that don't make you look all over the place, that fit to you?
All the products were created around the questions I got. A lot of people ask me about how I can be feminine and work and see it through me, through my videos. And so I created this. Then I talked about my life and the cold and what I did and how I manifested what I wanted. And they asked, how did you manifest it? And then I made a course about. And again, I never had the plan to do this. Yeah. But it feels natural because it's natural. It's just what the people wanted. I gave it to them. If they would ask me for makeup, I will do this, but nobody asked for it. So I'm not doing it.
Yes.
It's easy. It's simple, and it should be easy and simple. Because when you are like stiff, people can feel it. But I create the content, and the people are asking me, and then I create the courses around what the people are asking.
And you also have your own book.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It's funny because it's instead of say this book, it's kind of
a bestseller.
It's
I just want to hype that up.
It's a bestseller, yes, in Germany, and it's again the book was created because a lot of people asked, "Can you make a book? I like to read more about you. I want to see more, but I can't. I don't have the money for the courses. So can you make a book? I like to read.
Yes,
I'm just a person who likes to read. Please make a book." And then we started to create a book, and it was a bestseller within 2-3 weeks because the people asked for it.
Yeah,
it was never my intention to be a best-selling author, and then I tried to make the content for it. It just happened naturally because of the reach.
Yeah, I think that's a big one where, like, you create things that people don't want and you try to shove it down their throat.
Yes.
Instead of just like waiting, asking them, seeing if they request it, and then doing something, because then you already have all the questions. Because people send you questions, you just need to answer them through a product.
Yes.
So it's so much easier.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to make a how to film a static video course.
Oh,
so
okay.
I can buy it. Because I like the way you make your videos and how you it's effortless. Do this video. I don't know, but I'm waiting for the course. I'm the first one asking now. Please make the course.
If anyone else wants it, please put it in the comments.
So I can
if not, I'll
learn.
just do it for you. So I think this takes a lot of pressure out of everything that you're saying. Like, oh, I need a social media audience in order to be an influencer. Because I see also like people, they have an audience, and then they start making content. Like I have an audience around self-development, and I promote a fashion brand, and you can see the views go down because people did not follow you because of your like fashion content, but because of you. So I want to know, now you have like all of these things set up, right? If you would have someone that started from scratch, right? No personal brand, no social media, no experience. Where is the first place to start? Like the first step, because you said like only one step, don't look at the goal, like only the one step.
My first step would be finding the thing I want to talk about for hours. And it didn't have to be an expertise. It can be a film. You just like a film, talk about that film.
Yeah.
Or you like dogs, talk about dogs. Or cats. Just you had a life before social media. Tell us what happened. You had funny moments, you had sad moments, you had moments when you tried something. Just talk about this, because in the future for 2024, we want to see the person behind. We don't want just a fitness influencer. We want to see the personal brand and grow with the personal brand. So whatever you think it's boring, for someone out there, it's not.
Yeah. There's always someone waiting for you to share it.
Yeah, and if you just want to talk about films or video games, talk about this. There are a million of people who want to see your perspective on Harry Potter.
I love it. It's beautiful. And I want to finish with one question I always like to ask is, if you have a question for the audience that they would answer in the comments below.
I'm always trying to help people get more reach in less time. And one thing I don't understand is, why they don't start? What is holding them back? It's not always like the typical what people think about me, or you can just start on TikTok or on Pinterest or YouTube. Nobody's gonna see it. Yeah. What is the reason that you're not doing just the one video and then the next day the next and the next and the next? This is something I really want to know.
What is holding you back from starting?
Yes.
Okay, leave it down in the comments. And if you want to hear more about Mia, please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube as well.
In German.
In German. Add my Mia page on all channels. And if you want her book, your book is coming out in English soon.
I hope so. Okay. When you ask.
When it's coming out, you'll see the promotion on my channel as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you loved this, please send it to a friend, to a girl you think needs this, to hear this right now. And I'll see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.